Okay, hello. I am Debbie Peterson of Getting to Clarity and also Athena International Board Member. And I'm here today with Toni Murphy, who is the Vice President of Comcast Business. She's coming to us from Pittsburgh, PA, and she is an Athena recipient. And I've invited her here today because I wanted to get her take, kind of her flavor on receiving the Athena Award, but also what Athena means to her in her life and in her business. So welcome, Toni. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today.
Thank you. Glad to be here, Debbie.
So what I wanted to ask you first, out of the 8 principles, the 8 principles of Athena, it was through a grant with the W.K. Kellogg Foundation that we were able to identify the way that women lead differently. And those became the 8 principles of Athena, the Athena leadership model. So out of the 8 principles, and I'll list them, live authentically, learn constantly, advocate fiercely, act courageously, foster collaboration, build relationships, give back, and celebrate. So if I asked you to select one of the 8 principles that resonates with you the most for you and your personal leadership journey, which one would you pick?
I would certainly say for me, it would be advocate fiercely. I think that if we're really going to move the needle on women and people of color and all sorts of advancement of different types of diversity, it does matter. It does matter to have having people there who will make sure that there's a seat at the table. It's going to be important. I know for me in my career, in every juncture of my career, there's been someone that has made sure that when they're thinking about who can sit there, that Toni is someone that they think about. That even it could be the smallest things. It could be projects. It could be speaking opportunities. It's standing in for my boss when he or she is not able to be there. Those little tidbits of exposure give people the ability to see. And without advocacy, we naturally tend to go for the people that we know very, very well, the people that we trust. But what if I've never had a chance to be at the table? So how can you trust me? So using our privilege, using our voices to advocate on behalf of others who may not have a seat at the table or a voice at the table, that, I firmly believe that when if you can create the seat for me, I will be able to walk in and sell why Toni's the right person. But I need you to open the door. Oh, just crack it a little bit. And I will bust right on through.
Oh, awesome. Wonderful. And I totally agree that, advocating fiercely is a significant component of moving the needle for, gender parity, gender balance within technology and finance and a lot of other industries that are underrepresented with female leadership. And it creates that visibility because for a lot of women, they have to be able to see it in order to know that they can go for it. So you were putting yourself out there like a bright, shining beacon for women behind you to say, hey, I want to do what she's doing.
Yeah,
so
that's right.
That is terrific. So let me ask you, when it comes to advocate fiercely, how has this shown up or played out in your personal leadership journey?
So I actually will tell the story. When I first joined UBS Investment Bank as an investment banking analyst, I had no finance experience. I had never taken a finance course in my entire life. But I knew I was smart and I knew I would outwork everybody. And the leader of that group was a gentleman by the name of Jeff Syme. He was the managing director. And he would pile work on my desk. I mean, he would pile it until I could not even go home on Sunday night. And I'll never forget one time I said to him, Jeff, why do you keep giving me all the work? There's like 6 other analysts here who can do this work. And he said to me, he's like, this will be the greatest gift of your career because what I'm telling you is that I see potential in you and I am giving you a big platform to stand on. You are not here to take sides. You are here to take over. And his message was really about, I am creating a platform for you. I'm putting my name behind you. And so all you have to do is do what you do best, and everyone will see why you are amazing. I have used that little nugget about being here to take over. In every organization, I'm looking to, make sure that who I am is front and center. And I'm looking for those advocates who are going to make sure that I have a seat at the table. And he was my very, very first advocate. This man was very successful on Wall Street many, many years. And here he was taking this young girl who had no finance experience and giving her great exposure. That was the greatest gift he could have ever given me in my career. And so I think if we continue to advocate for people, especially those who have the talent, but, maybe don't have the confidence, maybe don't, have the exposure, maybe don't have the, the clout in the organization. When we do that, when we strategically place people in a position that allows them to be seen, I think outcomes will be different.
So it was almost like he was your sponsor.
He was. He was absolutely my sponsor. And frankly, he still is to this day. He was the person who, when I was thinking about coming to Comcast, he's the one who made the phone call. Said, hey, I got somebody for you that you really should look at. And without his endorsement, I would have just been another name in the pile. And so I think that's really what advocating is all about. That's what sponsorship is all about. And everybody needs a fantastic sponsor. And I'm grateful that I've had several great sponsors who are always tapping me for the next big thing. And sometimes that next big thing is something really small. It could be speaking in a meeting that I've never spoken in, or being invited somewhere that, I didn't even know existed, or a project that I didn't even know was happening. Those little small tidbits just open doors we never would have known existed.
Right. Yeah. It can lead to something that you wouldn't have envisioned. You never know. You speak at a meeting and who's in that meeting and where that can lead to. So that is terrific. So let me ask you, last question.
Sure.
What does being an Athena leader mean to you?
Well, first of all, the Greek goddess of Athena is something that I will cherish for the rest of my life. For me, being an Athena leader means that I understand the importance of giving back. I understand the importance of paying it forward. That I am modeling fearlessness. I am modeling wisdom, and I'm creating a platform for other women to join the ranks. And it's imparting wisdom so that their light can shine brightly. And they can really step into themselves. So I'm really proud to be an Athena leader.
Very nice. Well, we are proud to have you as an Athena leader. And just in closing, is there anything that you would want to add to the women, the young women, emerging leaders that might be listening to this interview?
Well, the only thing I would just add to this interview, well, first of all, thank you, Debbie, for this opportunity. It's been lovely chatting with you. I always try to remind myself that life is an amazing gift. We didn't choose the circumstances by which we came into this world, but we certainly have the ability to choose how we exit. And I hope that, at least for myself, my prayer every day is that every day I will live out who I was supposed to be. And if there's any part of who I am every day that's questioning who I was supposed to be, I need to go and explore it. And so I think what I've learned through this Athena process, and just getting to know all the other nominees and their amazing stories, I believe that life is about living out your calling with passion, power, and just love, just loving every day, living every day passionately and with purpose. And so my only advice is that, pursue life vigorously. We don't know when the end will be, but I guarantee you for myself that no matter whether the end is tomorrow or 10 years from now or 100 years from now, I'm going to party all the way to the grave. So I say just live a life full of purpose. That would be my best advice to anybody.
Very nice. Very, very nice. And a great way to end. So, Toni, I have to say thank you so much for your time. Thank you for being an absolutely inspirational Athena leader. And we appreciate it.
Thank you so much.